It's just this. Just this. And many, me the first, will love to speak about this, but really, this is just this. Nothing else. Just what's happening. Whatever is happening. There is no exclusion. So this is really not a spiritual message or a message to get something. Some say we're talking about a loss. Yeah. Sure. But there's no need for any loss, because it is just this already. So when we talk about a loss, we talk about the loss of sense of realness to me, and then straight away, like simultaneously, the realness to everything. But it doesn't mean that things don't feel real. It's just this. It's my voice, it's the wall behind me, it's the sun, it's the rain, it's all feelings, all of them. We're not talking about suddenly there will be a change in feelings. There is none. That's an idea. This is not to say that the experience of life can't be better. Of course it can. But it's just this. Anyway, already. So I'll be ready at some point and I'll hear then that this is it. I mean, it's just an idea. And it's this too. So it's, look, it's my cat here, Coconut. Hey, sweetheart. It's my other cat hiding there, Hazel. I don't know if you can see her. But it's not about what is shown. It's not about what is said. It's not anything. This is just a sharing for no reason. Or many apparent reasons. It doesn't matter. There's no you to fall away. There's no idea that must go so you'll get this, because this is it. And that's what maybe the seeker doesn't want to hear. And the seeker, there is no seeker, but the apparent seeker, the apparent seeking energy, all those terms, is just so nonsense. But and when I say don't want to hear, I don't suggest that you should hear it or that you have a choice. I'm just suggesting that this is it. Whatever is happening. And it's not an actual suggestion, you see, it is already only what's happening. Everything. So apparent traumas is this too. Apparent wars, it's this too. And I'm saying apparent because there's no actual war. You see, that there can be, and this is not denying the wars in Ukraine, for example, right? Or any other wars anyway. It's not denying the existence of COVID, right? It's not denying anything. This is not a denial message. This is just, it includes everything. It includes that too. So even wanting to change is that too. Wanting to be loved, wanting to be appreciated is this. Being sad is this. Stopping the video because you don't want to hear it is this. Or because you think it's bullshit is this. Or for no reason, just stopping the video. Like, no, I'm not watching this. Whatever is this. It's the silence, which never is. There never is really silence. So there's just nothing to reach. This is I guess you could say I don't know, a celebration maybe? But a celebration for everything. There's no movie in which the character, suddenly realizes something, or stops feeling like a character. That's the movie. There is only the movie. And there's no real player. There's no billions of people. There's just apparent bodies. But there's not even a body. These are all just ideas. It's not to be understood, and it's not denying the appearance of the body, the appearance of feelings. It's not this, it's just the simplicity of what's happening. It's just saying nothing needs to be realized. It can't. It's an idea. And this is not saying I know. These are just ideas too. This, what's being said, are just ideas. Everything. Thoughts. Look. Coconut. Coconut. She doesn't want to speak to me. It's this. It's not about being in a beautiful place. It's not about anything, but nothing's wrong. It's all this. There's no running away from this. There's no running away from what's happening. There's no running away from running away even. There's no actual running away, it's just ideas. This is just saying there is no actual knowing or knower or feeling of separation. But the feeling of separation is this too. It's not like I never feel like a max. If there's a max, there's a max. But it doesn't really appear. Not really. It's just not cared about. So what? Because you heard at some point that there is this me thing, it should go? Or there is this realness to things, it should go? Or there is nothing being everything, it should be expressed like that, or it should, I don't know, be how to say, it should be realized? No. This is just a sharing that has no tail, no head, no complication. It's too easy. You never were away from this, and you're never far from this, and you're never close to this. There's just this. And this is not a this, it's just a word. All these are just words, and the words are meaningless. The repetition of words is meaningless. Hearing this again is meaningless. But can be done. But it's not done by anyone because no one does really things. But the sense of doership is just a sense of doership. It's not wrong. Who said it shouldn't be there? It doesn't matter. It's nothing. It's not existent already. It's not worth sharing, and at the same time it's the only thing that's worth being talked about. The only thing. And that's just an opinion, and there are no opinions. There's no one that has an opinion. It's just a word again. I mean, it can't be missed as just a word. It's not something to realize. It's not something to hear. It's not anything. This is not anything, and it is everything that's happening. It's just a sharing from the heart, but not like, see, that's an idea. A sharing of love, a sharing from the heart. The heart doesn't share anything, right? It's a physical organ. Apparently. And saying apparently, I don't mean there's no apparent heart. I'm just saying, what is it? What does it do? Yeah, it's observed, it does that. Yeah, okay. And so we like to think we know what it does, but I mean, how is that relevant? And how is that irrelevant? It just doesn't matter. But so it's a sharing from the heart, as in the heart being nothing. It's just what's happening. And that's it. We'd like to know what it is, but no one knows. No one. It's the end of knowing what anything is. I'm gonna get sunburned. It's just everything. It's not complicated to understand. It's not understandable, but understanding is, yeah, maybe it's understandable, I don't know actually, you see. It doesn't matter. That the understanding is never this, or the understanding is only this. How does that matter? How does that mean anything? It doesn't. This is not speaking for, showing something. This is in no way something that is given. The sense of receiving something, getting something, is just a sense. It's fine. A present, right? But this is not the present, this is just everything. Or everything is a present. Again, how does that matter? It's just what's happening. Apparently or not, who cares? Like, who knows that? And it includes everything. Whatever you hear about this is not this. And there's no you to realize it. Or unrealize it, or make it something. It's always this. It's not even it always was like that. Always, of course, yes, it always was like that. But there's no past to be said or of importance. So there's no future of importance. It's always this. Including thinking of the future and the past. It's just apparent. It's just what's happening. It's just nothing. So trauma, no trauma, suffering, no suffering. It's just all this. And this is what's longed for. This is what always. How could it be any different? How? How is there anything but what's happening? This. Always.